Good morning, guys. Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, welcome to the channel. I'm Renee. Thanks for clicking on the video. And it is Shady Bingo Friday, a collab that we do once a week with the Beauty Ninjas. I did just save a wheel. What I'm going to do today is pick from these 4 Colourpop palettes. So if you want to see which one I get and the look I do with it, then stick around. I'll be right back. Alrighty guys, I'm back, and this is my little wheel that I made for these 4 palettes. I figure palette bingo can be anything. It can be the shades or it can be the palette that you use. These are pretty small palettes, so I figured that it would be better to do a palette bingo with these palettes versus doing it with the shades. So let's see what we get. Spin, spin. Around and around she goes. Where she stops, nobody knows. I didn't get anything. What? How do I fix that? How do I fix that, you guys? Is it going to do it again? It's going to do it again. I have to edit the wheel. So, okay, I got to go delete these extra ones. Oh, I'm such a dork. Ay vey. All right. There we go. Now let me save it. All right, we'll go back. All right, let's see which one we get. I should have known with all the extra pie pieces. Olive Flutter. So we're using the Olive Flutter one today. Dun, 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 dun. I got these from Busy Beauty. And so, wait a minute, let me put this right here. Let me put these palettes over there. All right, we got Olive Flutter. Open this up and I'll show you what she looks like. Yeah, they're just little 5 PM palettes. If I wanted to, once I've used all 4 of these, I could go and generate a shade from each palette and do a bingo that way as well. But you see what I'm saying? Like, there really wouldn't be much use in doing a palette, like picking shades, bingo style with a palette like this. So we're going to use this one and see what we get. Let me prime my lids and then we will get into the look. Alrighty, so we use the Sigma Eye Base and Ignite. I go between that and my Nomad Cosmetics Clean Canvas. Both really good eye primers. They do tend to sometimes work differently with different formulas. Let's see, what shade should I go in with first? Should I go in with, let's go in with Wispy. And we will put that on the outer V a little bit, and then I'll use Airy to blend it out, and then I'll do So Elusive to kind of deepen it up, and then we'll go in with In Dreams on the lid, and then we'll use Delicate for the inner corner. And then that's all 5 shades for the eye look. This is a really pretty palette. So Mr. Big messaged me, and he's going to not only be up here in December, but he's also going to be up here, I believe, next July. Yeah, because he wants to go to, I think a World Cup thing will be up here. But then he messaged me and said that there's a possibility that Seattle might not have the World Cup or a World Cup because of the governor, or not the governor, but the mayor that they just elected. I guess she's not, I mean, she got elected, but not by much. I think it was like 51 and 47%. So very, very like small win for sure. I'm just kind of confused because I've watched a little bit about her, and I'm just like, I kind of don't understand why people nominated, or why people, well, yeah, even how she got to run, or why people even like picked her. Supposedly she's a democratic socialist, which I really don't know a lot about socialism, but from what I've been watching, she's 41, 42 years old, and she still gets checks sent to her by her parents to help her pay her bills and take care of her child. And from what I've also heard, she hasn't really ever had a job. So I don't know how somebody who has never, I just don't understand. Like, what is the reasoning? What are her policies? You know, I need to look more into it, but I'm just kind of confused how somebody who doesn't have any kind of a work history could become mayor of an entire city. Like, how do you know how to financially do anything when you're getting checks from your parents to pay your bills? And she is married with a child, so I don't know what or if he does anything. Her parents must be freaking rich for her to live in Seattle. I don't know. I have to kind of learn more about her, but in my opinion, from what I'm hearing, it doesn't seem like she's the best choice, in my opinion. All right, let's take Aerie. Yesterday, they had shut the power off to my work. Not both locations, just one location. And they had let, you know, they posted it on their social media that that building was going to be closed for a certain amount of hours, and it was supposed to open back up at a certain time. That time came and went. And then the next time they said came and went. When I left work yesterday, they still had not opened back up. And I knew that was going to happen. And my boss was like, because when she came in the morning, I was kind of like, not negative, just, you know, we'll see how things go. I'm assuming there's going to be something happening. She's like, why are you so negative? I'm not negative. I'm being realistic. Every time, never fails, never fails. Every time they do updates with the systems, do any kind of fixing, it like makes it worse for like a few days. And that's just the way it's always been. For years, nothing ever goes off without a hitch. So, and what happened? It didn't go off without a hitch. Just saying. Negative. I'm not being negative. I'm being realistic. Trying to get myself in a headspace to be prepared for any kind of a shit show that might come our way. Because if I just go in there assuming everything's going to be hunky-dory great and the shit hitteth the fan, then I'm overwhelmed and everything. But if I'm prepared for it, it makes it a little bit easier. I'm using the Beauty Creations lip plumper. I'm really enjoying this stuff. I mean, it kind of like, I don't know how to explain it. Like, I don't know how to explain it. The first time I tried it, it was like, I don't know if I like this. But the more I use it, the more I kind of like the plumping effect. Or the way it feels. I don't know. It's weird. Maybe. To some people, but... And I do feel like maybe it does a little bit. I mean, it's not like... It's not like Michaela, you know what I mean? It's not going to make my lips look like that. But I do feel like it gives a little bit of a... like a plumping effect. I'm not really sure how it works. I seen a video where somebody was talking about it. Okay, so now we're going in with In Dreams. Was talking about what exactly the lip plumper does to make your lips look like they're plumped. And I guess the tingling sensation or whatever causes like the blood flow or something to come to your lips. And so like it gives it that plump effect. I don't know if I explained that right, but sometimes when I hear things, you know, it's like when you're in a room and you tell 10 different people the same exact thing, they're going to remember it differently if you come back 2 hours later and ask them what was said. You know what I mean? So, but it's around that idea to where it like is making your blood flow or something come to your lips so that it'll make them look a little bit bigger than they are. Kind of like irritating them. Kind of like when you get a bee sting. And when you get a bee sting, it'll swell up, you know? So I think it's something kind of like that. I could be wrong, but you know. This is really pretty, guys. It's not even there. All right, now let's get this brush right here and go in with the So Elusive. And we'll just kind of tap it right here to deepen up the outer corner, outer V, whatever you want to call it. I think that looks really nice. I have no idea what shirt I'm going to wear today with this eye look. That's why I didn't pick a shirt out yet, because I was like, I don't know what palette I'm going to get. So let's wait to pick out what to wear until I know what I need to match for my eye look. I don't always match my eye look, but I try to at least keep stuff in the same ballpark so I don't look completely crazy. You know, like a green eye look and a peach shirt, that might not go all that great together, but anyways, that's what we've got going on. So I'm going to get off of here. I'm going to do the other eye and the rest of my makeup, and then I will be back with the final look, so don't go anywhere. Alrighty, guys, I'm back, and the look is done. I think it looks pretty great. I feel like I need to blend that out a little bit. Maybe not. Maybe it's okay. It's hard to do this when I have setting spray that got my face wet. All right, so what are we thinking? I used the Glam Light lip liner. This is the Mocha Frappe lip liner. And then I used the Cosmic Beauty Salem lipstick. And then I put on the Mocha Frappe lip gloss. Pretty. And then the blush I've been using lately is the Candy Apple from Ofra. I think this came in a Busy Bee custom, or no, this came in Ice Cream. I'm getting confused on who sent me what, because it's been such a long time. Anyways, this is the Olive Flutter palette from Colourpop. I think it's a really pretty palette, and I used every shade. I put this shade right here on the inner corner. It's really pretty. It is kind of, oh, maybe it doesn't break up as much as I thought. It's really pretty. And then the other shimmer right there. Yeah, they're pretty shades, pretty shades. Anyways, let me know what you think down in the comments. I gotta get going to work on my Friday. Woo woo, it's Friday. It's Friday. Anyways, I'm being stupid. Have an amazing morning, afternoon, or evening, whatever time of day it is that you're watching this. Take care. Stay safe. If you're new to the channel and you enjoy this kind of stuff, I hope that you will join the family, Nene's Glam Squad. Just go down below. Hit that subscribe button. It's completely and totally free. Make sure you turn the notification bell up to all. That way you can get notified anytime I make a new upload. Give the video a thumbs up and leave a comment. If you have a hype available, I would appreciate it if you would use one on me. If not, that's okay. You only get 3 a week, so it's hard when you have a lot of people that you want to, you know, hype up, and you can't hype them all because you don't have enough hypes. It's frustrating, so I feel your pain. Anyways, love you guys, and I hope I will see you all in my next video. Bye, guys.